There's a dangerous fat that you can't see, but there's good news. You can get rid of it. Let's get started. Section 1. The unseen enemy within. Understanding visceral fat. Have you ever wondered why some people with a relatively slim frame can still be at high risk for health problems? The answer often lies hidden deep within their bodies. This is not the fat you can pinch with your fingers, but something far more insidious. We are talking about visceral fat, the internal fatty tissue that wraps around your vital abdominal organs like your liver, pancreas, intestines. It is a metabolically active and dangerous type of fat. Understanding what it is and why it accumulates is the very first and most crucial step towards reclaiming your health and vitality for the long term. The reason this particular type of fat warrants our urgent attention is because of its location and its behavior. Unlike the subcutaneous fat that sits just under your skin, visceral fat is a troublemaker. It does not just sit there passively. Instead, it actively releases inflammatory chemicals and hormones that can wreak havoc throughout your body. These substances interfere with your body's normal functions, particularly how your hormones, such as insulin, operate. This disruption is a primary driver behind a host of modern chronic diseases, turning what seems like a simple issue of weight into a complex and serious health crisis that many people are not even aware they are facing. This constant inflammatory assault can lead to a condition known as insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. When your cells become resistant to insulin, your body struggles to control blood sugar levels, leading to a cascade of negative effects. It also increases your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, certain cancers, and even dementia. This is why a person's waist measurement can often be a more accurate predictor of health risk than the number on the bathroom scales. Measuring this hidden threat is simpler than you might think. While expensive MRI or CT scans can measure it precisely, a simple tape measure provides a very effective proxy. For men, a waist circumference of over 40 inches, 102 centimeters, and for women, a waist of over 35 inches, 88 centimeters, is generally considered a strong indicator of excess visceral fat and increased health risk. This simple measurement is your personal early warning system. It gives you a tangible number to track, empowering you to monitor your progress as you begin to make positive changes to your diet and lifestyle. Section 2. Myth-busting. What we get wrong about belly fat. One of the most persistent myths is spot reduction. We have all seen adverts for gadgets, and adverts for exercises promising to melt belly fat specifically. The truth, you cannot choose where your body loses fat from. Doing endless crunches might strengthen abdominal muscles, but crunches will do next to nothing to remove visceral fat underneath. The body loses fat from all over in a pattern set by genetics and by hormones, not by the specific muscles you work. The only effective strategy is a whole-body approach to fat loss. Another misconception: all fats are the enemy. That a low-fat diet is the key to a slim waistline. That thinking led to more harm than good. People turn to highly processed products or high-sugar, low-fat products. Reality is more nuanced. Our bodies need dietary fat for hormone production and for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins. Differentiate types of fat. Trans fats are problematic. Excessive saturated fats are also problematic. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, nuts, oily fish, can reduce inflammation and improve metabolic health. The quick fix allure is powerful. Fad diets and extreme workouts promise miraculous results fast. They often rely on severe calorie restriction or cutting food groups. That can lead to muscle loss, nutrient deficiencies, rebound weight gain. Reducing visceral fat is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It needs consistent, sustainable lifestyle changes. No magical shortcuts or secret pills, only steady, proven principles. Final myth: you must feel hungry to lose weight. A well-formulated diet rich in protein, fiber, healthy fats is highly satiating. These nutrients slow digestion, help regulate hunger hormones, keeping you fuller for longer. Focus on food quality, not just quantity. Build a satisfying plan that supports fat loss without constant deprivation. Section 3, the first line of defense, re-engineering your plate. The single most impactful change you can make to combat visceral fat is to drastically cut your intake of sugar and refined carbohydrates. These are the primary culprits that drive its accumulation. When you consume sugary drinks, sweets, white bread, pasta, pastries, your body experiences a rapid spike in blood sugar. In response, your pancreas releases a large amount of the hormone insulin to shuttle that sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy. However, when this happens frequently, your liver and muscles become full, and the excess sugar is efficiently converted into fat, particularly visceral fat. This is your body's survival mechanism for storing excess energy. To begin this process, you must become a detective, reading food labels with a critical eye. Sugar hides in countless processed foods, high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, sucrose, or agave nectar. You will be astonished to find it lurking in savory foods like pasta sauces, salad dressings, and bread. The best strategy is to shift your diet away from packaged and processed items and towards whole, single-ingredient foods. Swap that morning bowl of sugary cereal for a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with berries, or replace that lunchtime sandwich on white bread with a large, colorful salad topped with a source of protein. Small, consistent swaps make a monumental difference over time. Increasing your fiber intake is a powerful complementary strategy. Fiber, particularly soluble fiber, acts like a sponge in your digestive system. Oats, beans, apples, and Brussels sprouts. It forms a gel-like substance that slows down the absorption of sugar, preventing those dramatic blood sugar spikes. It also feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which play a surprisingly important role in regulating your weight and metabolism. Aiming for at least 30 grams of fiber per day can significantly improve your body's ability to manage blood sugar and reduce the accumulation of harmful visceral fat, all while keeping you feeling satisfied. Finally, do not forget the importance of hydration. Drinking plenty of water is fundamental to every metabolic process in your body, including burning fat. Sometimes, our brains can mistake thirst for hunger, leading to unnecessary snacking. Swapping sugary sodas, fruit juices, and fancy coffees for plain water, herbal tea, or sparkling water with a slice of lemon cuts out a huge source of liquid calories and sugar while supporting your body's natural fat-burning machinery. Make it your default beverage throughout the day. Ensuring you consume adequate protein with every meal is a cornerstone of any successful strategy to reduce visceral fat. Protein is the most satiating of the three macronutrients. It also has a higher thermic effect of food. Your body burns more calories digesting protein compared to fats or carbs. It helps you feel full and satisfied for longer, reducing the likelihood of snacking on unhealthy, carbohydrate-rich foods between meals. Aim for sources like eggs, lean meats, poultry, fish, legumes, tofu. Embracing healthy fats is essential. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, especially omega-3s, have potent anti-inflammatory properties. Eat staples like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Drizzle olive oil on salads. Snack on a small handful of almonds. Add oily fish to your weekly meal plan. Build meals around a core of protein and healthy fats. Then surround them with non-starchy vegetables and fiber. For breakfast, consider 2 or 3 scrambled eggs cooked in a little butter, served with spinach and avocado. For lunch, a large salad with plenty of mixed leaves, cucumber, and peppers, topped with a grilled chicken breast and a dressing made from extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice. This structure ensures you are getting the key nutrients for satiety and metabolic health, crowding out the refined carbohydrates and sugars that contribute to visceral fat storage. This approach not only helps in reducing visceral fat, but also plays a crucial role in preserving lean muscle mass during weight loss. When you lose weight through calorie restriction alone, you risk losing muscle tissue. Muscle is metabolically active and helps burn calories even at rest. A higher protein intake provides the building blocks your body needs to maintain muscle. That is why a protein-rich diet is so effective for achieving a healthier body composition, not just a lower number on the scale. Beyond what you eat, when you eat can have a profound impact on visceral fat. Time-restricted eating, a form of intermittent fasting, is a powerful strategy. It involves consuming all your calories within a specific window each day, for example, between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and fasting for the remaining 16 hours. During the fasting period, your insulin levels fall, signaling your body to start burning stored fat for energy. The metabolic switch from burning sugar to burning fat targets visceral fat stores effectively. It gives your body a break from constant digestion and kickstarts fat-burning processes. When it comes to exercise, a combination of cardiovascular activity and strength training is the gold standard. Cardio, or aerobic exercise, brisk walking, running, cycling, swimming. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio per week, NHS guideline. This creates the calorie deficit needed for overall fat loss, including visceral fat. Consistency is key. Find an activity you enjoy. However, cardio alone is not enough. Incorporate strength or resistance training, lifting weights, resistance bands, body weight exercises, squats, push-ups. More muscle boosts your resting metabolic rate. You burn more calories throughout the day, even at rest. More muscle also improves insulin sensitivity, helping manage blood sugar and reducing visceral fat storage. Aim for 2 to 3 strength sessions per week, focusing on major muscle groups. To supercharge results, add HIIT once or twice weekly. HIIT equals short all-out bursts with brief recoveries. For example, sprint 30 seconds, walk 60 seconds, repeat for 15-20 minutes. Studies show HIIT reduces abdominal and visceral fat faster than steady-state cardio, creating a prolonged afterburn. The importance of sleep in the fight against visceral fat cannot be overstated. When you are sleep-deprived, your body's hormonal balance is thrown into disarray. Levels of cortisol rise, promoting storage of fat in the abdominal area. Appetite hormones go haywire. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, increases. Leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases. You start craving high-sugar foods, high-fat comfort foods. This creates a vicious cycle of poor sleep and poor food choices. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. It is a metabolic necessity. Chronic stress also fuels visceral fat. Modern life keeps many of us in low-grade stress. That means chronically high cortisol. Cortisol once mobilized sugar for fight or flight. Now with no physical outlet, that sugar sits unused. Insulin spikes to cope, and together with cortisol, this promotes visceral fat storage. Managing stress is non-negotiable. Small daily practices help. Take a 15-minute walk in nature during lunch. Practice mindfulness or meditate for a few minutes each morning. Spend time on a hobby you love. Take a moment each day for deep, slow breathing. These activities lower cortisol, calm your nervous system, and reduce the drive to store belly fat. They shift you from constant alert to rest and recovery, essential for hormonal balance. We have journeyed through the hidden world of visceral fat, understanding it not as a passive passenger but as an active threat to our long-term health. We have debunked the myths that hold so many people back, clearing the path for effective action. The solution is not a single magic bullet, but in a multifaceted approach. It starts with re-engineering your plate to cut out sugar, refined carbohydrates, while embracing fiber, healthy fats, high-quality protein. This is the foundation upon which all other changes are built, providing your body with the right fuel and information to begin the healing process. Next, we layer on intelligent movement and lifestyle adjustments, regular cardio, strength training, short bursts of HIIT. At the same time, strategic eating patterns like time-restricted eating can put you in the metabolic driver's seat, teaching your body to burn its own fat stores for fuel. These actions work synergistically. Crucially, you must also manage the invisible forces of sleep and stress. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep and actively managing your stress levels are fundamental levers. Reducing alcohol intake further supports this process, removing a significant obstacle to your body's ability to burn fat. By addressing these lifestyle factors, you create a holistic environment that promotes health from the inside out, making the reduction of visceral fat a natural consequence. Embarking on this journey requires patience and consistency. You can realistically expect to see a noticeable reduction in your waist measurement within a few months of consistent effort. Remember, this is about progress, not perfection. Focus on making small, sustainable changes. Start today, measure your waist, take that first step, and know that you are taking control of the silent threat and paving the way for a much healthier and more vibrant future. If you have underlying health conditions, do consult your doctor before making any major changes. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe for more.